Hello, good afternoon. My name is Sujan Gautam and I am going to present uh, the presentation of Navigating the Digital Revolution Assessment 2, Trimester 3, and my presentation title is Enhancing the Community Care Through Digital Transformation at Toowoomba Hospice. So, introduction of Toowoomba Hospice. Toowoomba Hospice vision is to offer the best end and respite care to the patients with terminal illnesses. It aims to provide enriching individualized care, whether at a patient or family-centered level within Toowoomba. At the center of its function, it is volunteer system where volunteers are crucial day-to-day tasks, especially in the treatment of patients. This project aims to enhance the digital system for these volunteers and expand the hospice capacity to provide care and connection to the community. This can serve Toowoomba Hospice in reaching, but even further clarifying misconceptions and getting more people in the community aware of the services it offers, which prove to be so valuable. So, objectives of the digital transformation for Toowoomba Hospice. The digitalization of Toowoomba Hospice seeks to improve the way in which volunteers are managed and engaged, as well as creating sustainable support for the hospice. Changing from registration and information through paper and pen to web portals will improve recruitment and training of volunteers, as well as management of volunteers in general. It also seeks to create change in the way Toowoomba Hospice communicates its work in the community and reach the recruit more volunteers through the social media outreach. Finally, effective website design will facilitate continuing of the hospice crucial service and developing an online-based community among the volunteers and supporters. So, industry landscape and trends. In non-profit healthcare, especially hospice care, there is a rising trend geared towards the use of technology in the delivery of services. More organizations are shifting from paper-based systems to digital systems, and therefore volunteer management is changing through the adoption of efficient technology systems. It has now also been evident that social media has also dramatically provided the non-profit organization with the ability to improve its visibility and relay its cause among the different groups and communities. Suppose Toowoomba Hospice can capitalize on these trends. In that case, it has the opportunity to work past resources restrictions and reach more people who benefit from the hospice mission of offering community care through increased digital presence. Business challenges and opportunity. The challenges of Toowoomba Hospice include low computer literacy among most of the volunteers, who are mainly elderly people. The organization's volunteer management structure that remains in a paper-based system leads to inefficiency. Hence, working with limited resources and a small management team, the introduction of various digital solutions is challenging. Nevertheless, these difficulties bring laurels to significant opportunities. In general, the enhanced and properly constructed website could bring in more volunteers, boost awareness within the community, and enhance general involvement. Evaluating and adopting suitable digital systems for volunteer management would also impact all this function in that recruitment, onboarding, and communication would be efficient. Consequently, these digital transformations should enhance the Toowoomba Hospice support base and long-term viability. So, the market opportunity and target audiences. Toowoomba Hospice has a Toowoomba Hospice has latent market communication opportunity to grow its business by tapping into social media to interact with a large audience and to get young volunteers to join the fraternity. The promotion of volunteers leads to more people in the community investing time in the organization and improving local support. The primary target group is current and potential volunteers of community organizations, especially senior citizens. The secondary audience consists of the general public and the potential givers in society to the hospice cause. This approach will increase understanding of Tomb Hospice agenda and attract new volunteers and supporters. So the key competitors, there are also other similar organizations within the healthcare non-profit category, including Olive Tree Home Care, Pure Home Care, as well as Vital Home Health Services. These competitors are digitally ready with advanced systems for volunteers recruitment and are also active on social media platforms. For instance, social media can be efficiently employed in a company like Pure Home Care to reach out to several individuals. The website of the Vital Home Health Services is also easy to maneuver and will help clients and volunteers. From an examination of these strengths, Toomba Hospice can adopt the following best practices in its endeavor to develop the organization's online presence as well as strengthen its volunteer program. So, social media landscape assessment. Toomba Hospice is present on the web through an official website and social media profiles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Facebook page has about 1,500 current followers who receive daily events and community updates, while the Instagram account shares hospice stories with 300 followers. It is also employed in updating the public and the communication with community members. Despite substantial online presence, there is a possibility to increase the engagement rate, developing personal narratives and other effective content that may be interesting for the current target audiences and potential conveyors. So, volunteer management system goals. With a new volunteer management system, volunteers schedules, communication and training will be made accessible. The time schedules and essential resources will be easily accessible for volunteers as a way of enabling them to record their working hours and be informed. Will minimize administrative burden while maximizing volunteers' experiences by offering them a single access point to the everything. Finally, the current system will create a positive link between the volunteers and the hospice, which will increase the utility derived from each volunteer. So, technology adoption roadmap for volunteer engagement. It's out of this understanding that we have come up with the following 4-phase framework to guide the implementation approach to use of digital tools in volunteer engagement. Setting up a user-friendly platform is the primary focus of phase 1 of the present investigation. During phase 2, more viewers will be trained concerning the system through training and tutorials. The third phase centers on collecting the feedback of volunteers and making recommendations based on volunteers' feedback. Lastly, in phase 4, we will introduce new additional functionalities at the most optimum levels, such as scheduling and resource sharing, that would be best suited for our volunteers. So the customer persona here, I have designed it from Canva, and in my opinion, for the customer persona, Emma Parker is the quintessential follower of Toomba Hospice on social media. She is a 45-year-old woman and volunteer who wants to do some helping to the society in one way or another. Indeed, Emma's interests fully correlate with the hospice aims and objectives, since she indicated that she likes going out to events, enjoying stories that demonstrate how the community embraces the affected and sharing good causes with friends. However, she struggles with digital skills and time, and thus is only interested in easy to understand content and materials. Facebook is the most common platform utilized by Emma, while emails are adopted in the form of newsletters since they do not pose any complications in accessing content by user. In this manner, Toomba Hospice can ascertain that it has evolved its online presence to reflect more of Emma's likeliness and pain, thus enabling them to prevail over its drawbacks. So, customer journey mapping. This journey map describes the quarterly process of establishing Toomba Hospice digital progress in operations, security, infrastructure, and integration for the current year. Before any consultations, in quarter 1, proposal work includes first level consultation for initial definitions, orientations, and defining sites for improvement. Pilot programs, basic security measures, and first step on system integration are set for the second quarter. At the start of the third quarter, systems and enhancements are implemented in their entirety with an added emphasis on the monitoring of performances. Last of all, quarter 4 has a primary focus on assessment as the global system is assessed for efficiency and security compliance sake are carried out while developing future enhancement strategies. To be more precise, the following phased strategy enables a smooth, secure, and efficient change in the company's hospice business model to more digitally connected one. So, social media strategy components. The social media strategy focuses on three main goals about Toomba hospice work, changing perceptions about hospice care, and improving volunteering. To the second objective, older audiences are active on Facebook, while Instagram can be used to share powerful stories that the hospice has to tell. While many such people expect regular email newsletters with offer updates with fresh and emotional support. Additionally, local community organizations will offer broader accessibility to this effect. This research adopts a multi-platform strategy to able to reach out to more people in Tuama, make them understand the importance of hospice and encourage those competent to volunteer for the hospice. So, implementation timelines. The implementation of this strategy will follow a clear timeline. First, a user-friendly digital volunteer platform will be designed to streamline the volunteer management. Next, the hospice team will create educational and engaging content for social media to build interest. A pilot release will be made to a limited number of volunteers who will use the platform to give feedback. It is then followed by a full-blown release across all marketing channels when refined. Last but not least, specific purposeful communication through social media and collaboration with local organizations will increase awareness of the community and recruit new volunteers in order to achieve the goals of Toomba Hospice. So, evaluation and metric. In order to evaluate the effectiveness of this approach, the set outcomes will be monitored on the continuous basis. New volunteering participations would be used to assess the specific performance in popularity among volunteers, such as parameters as like, shares, comments, and followers will show how successfully the post on social media networks will provoke interest and user response. An increase in the number of followers on sites such as Facebook and Instagram will confirm the page heightened visibility. Traffic on any site will speak about interest in volunteers information. Besides, the retention rates will reflect on how effectively the platform will continue engaging volunteers in their tasks. These milestones will give clues on how the strategy has influenced the community and the support it receives. And at last, the conclusion is to accomplish each of the goals and recommendations presented previously. A digital strategy is crucial to support Tumba Hospice mission for several reasons. It increases the community engagement and the volunteer base, which are crucial for the organization's sustainability. The goals of expanding the range of approaches used, increasing recognition, engaging a more significant number of people, and retaining the volunteers. Predictability ensures stable long-term development for the hospice. The hospice is not only able to attract new volunteers but is also able to reassure its connection to the community through the internet. In the long run, this will enable Tumba Hospice to carry on offering compassionate care to more families as well as a way of meeting its promise to the Tumba community. Thank you.